Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Acting Career Expert Studio. My name is Dan Warner. Today we're going to be answering a question that's been asked many, many times, and that is, do I need a college degree to become an actor? We're going to cover that and so much more. Before we do, though, I have to say, for those of you who watch my videos to the very end, you know I reference usually a TV show or sitcom from the 70s or 80s, and I started running out of ideas, but now I have a bunch more. But I got a comment from one of my subscribers, Simon Stull. I think, Simon, I hope that's how you pronounce your last name, Stull? Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. But Simon had this great idea that, and it's a segment at the end I'm going to be calling Who Said That? And what it is it's going to be a line, maybe not so famous line, but a line from a movie or a television show, and I'll tell you which one it is, and you have to guess who said the line. What's the name of the actor and the character that he or she played in the film. It's going to be super fun. So stick around for the end. We're going to play Who Said That? Okay, back to the question at hand. A lot of people want to know if you need a college degree to become an actor. There are many, many colleges out there that have great theater programs. University of Southern California, USC, has a great one. Carnegie Mellon, Columbia, Yale, Juilliard. The list goes on. There's tons of great colleges out there that have wonderful theater programs. Now, you can go to college and get a degree and you'll learn a bunch of technical aspects and all that. But the truth of the matter is there's no requirement. There's no sort of special requirement to become an actor. And a lot of actors didn't even go to college. I'm one of them. I went to a junior college, which is like a high school with ashtrays, really. It was a 2-year college. I went for 3 years because... and anyway... Yeah, and I didn't study theater or any of that. So you do not have to have a degree. Sure, it's helpful. Like I said, any training is helpful. And I can't stress that enough. Training is key. And you'll hear people say, well, you know, Tom Cruise didn't go to acting class and this and that. And I don't give a crap about any of that stuff. You need training. You need to find a scene study class. You need to find a cold reading class. You need to find an auditioning class. You should take dance class. You should take voice lessons. This is your instrument, and this is what is going to sell you to the casting directors, producers, and it's how you're going to get your work. So, the more training you have, the better trained you are, the better off you're going to be and the more valuable you'll be as an actor. Doris Roberts, who's a famous actress, worked maybe more than any woman in the history of television. She was a series regular, I think, Doris had to have been a series regular on maybe 7 or 8 shows, like 7 or 8 hit shows over like a 50-year period. She was fantastic and a beautiful human being. I was fortunate enough to meet her a few times, and she was at the school that I studied at, and she said, you got to continue to study. She was the mother on Everybody Loves Raymond. She was on Everybody Loves Raymond. They were doing Everybody Loves Raymond. She was making $1 bazillion, and she was brilliant. And she was still going to class at late 70s, early 80s in age. So acting class is important. What's vital though to get work, and again, scene study is wonderful, and you got to hone your craft and learn how to break down a script and learn how to, flesh out a character and really get into the meat of the scene and the psyche of your character. All that's important. But learning how to audition is, I would argue it's equally important, because you have to audition for the project. They don't just go, hey, you look just like the mailman that we wrote in this scene, and so you should be a mailman in our movie. No, doesn't work that way. So you got to go to class and you got to study. If you have an opportunity to go to a great college and do their theater arts program, you should do that. Again, it's all going to help you. Improv classes will help you. Stand-up comedy classes will help you. It's all going to, again, sharpen your tool, and it's going to really make you a more valuable actor. That's the long and the short of it. So the answer to the question is no, you do not need a college degree to become an actor, but you do have to take classes and you should study. And you don't need private coaching. I do private coaching. You don't need private coaching until you have some skills. You don't need an agent until you get some skills. So you have to go to class and you have to learn these skills. If you go out and look for an agent and you haven't taken any acting classes and you're horrible and you don't have a reel, you've just wasted a bunch of time and energy on this big list of agents who all look at your stuff and say, well, he or she hasn't done anything, no thanks. Well, you can't necessarily just reapply or resubmit or send them another letter in 2 months and go, hey, well, how about now? Huh? How about now? No, not how about now. So you have to be prepared before you look for an agent. You need to be prepared before you get coaching. You know, people say, hey, I need some coaching. And if they haven't done anything, I'll give them career advice. But coaching, take a class. A 30-minute coaching session is not going to help you if you don't already have some skills. So, which brings me to my website, actingcareerexpertstudio.com. If you go there, you can find my coaching page, and I do private coaching. If you need it, if you need a reader, if you need someone to work on the scene with, if you need career advice, all those things, those are available on my website. But if you're brand new, you don't need coaching. You might need advice, you might need career advice, and I do that as well. But yeah, you gotta get some skills, and you've got to learn your craft first. This is a marathon, man. It's going to take a long time. It's like anything else. You got to go to class, you got to go to school, you got to study, you got to learn, and once you do, then you're more prepared. Once you've gotten some skills, once you've taken some classes, you should self-submit to student films, to independent projects, to little short films, stuff like that, to start to gather footage for your reel, because that's important when it's time to get an agent or when it's time to, look for an agent or manager. So anyway, I'll wrap this up because I beat this dead horse enough. You don't need a college degree, but you should take classes. You should study. I did. I went to acting class for almost 10 years. So and I was working at the time. I was working as an actor and still going to class. So you always learn stuff. You should always be learning. Always be trying. Always be trying to improve yourself. If this video was useful at all, hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, well, now is a really great time. Let's see, what else? Like and share, go to the actingcareerexpertstudio.com. I've got all kinds of fabulous tips and tutorials and, other great stuff to help you become a better actor and flatten that learning curve, because that's what we all need. Answers to questions that we have. I wish I had all these videos at my disposal when I started 20 years ago. God, it would have been so helpful. Let's get on to Who Said That? Okay, this is a film it's one of my favorites. It's got to be my top 3 favorite films. I'm going to start out easy because I want to do a couple of them, and they're going to get progressively more difficult. If you know the answer, leave it in the question or the comment section below. I need the name of the actor and the character he was playing and the name of the film. This was done in 1994, I believe. And the quote is, "You better get busy living or get busy dying." There you have it. If you know, tell me. See you next week.